Hello, this is Eitan, and today I'm gonna make a short tabletop review on the Esee, which is a well-known and well-familiar knife, fixed blade knife made by Esee. Who don't know Esee or this brand? Well, it's well known. The idea is sort of a survival school in tropical environments, etc. Those guys give courses to, as they declare, okay, I don't really know, to military as well as to civilians. And the idea behind their own design of those knives, which they have designed and produced for many years, previously by Ontario, are that those are meant to be survival knives, and I will get to there a bit later because it affects on the overall design and of this knife. So a bit of a size comparison. This is paramilitary 2. Okay, this is cold steel leather neck, which is similar in size as the Mark II, well familiar knife. So as you see, it's something in between. The blade length is of the Esee. I'll just put it back. Esee is 4.5 inches, which is around 11 centimeters, something like that. The handle is the same, so we're talking about sort of a 9-inch knife, plus minus. It weighs around, let's see, (210 grams), and with the sheath we're talking about almost 300 grams. It's approximately 10 ounces. Blade thickness at the spine, (5 millimeters), which you can see start to, it's a full flat, so we have a decent drop. We have a secondary bevel, kind of big, I think 20 degrees each size. It's kind of sharp. The blade is made of 1095 carbon steel, hardness around 55-57 Rockwell. The handles are 2 scales of micarta with sort of liners here, spacers. It's kind of, it's not too, it's a bit smooth. It's not G10 smooth, but it's a bit smooth. Let's see how it cuts. Leather here, just a couple of slices, no big deal. Okay. Okay, let's roll it. Trying to cut through it. Okay, it's kind of aggressive apex. I'm not gonna cut through wood because there are a lot of reviews out there that doing bushcraft tasks with that knife, but I will get how it performs as a bushcrafter immediately. Now, I don't think I left anything out. We talked about the specs, the weight, the blade thickness, so we can talk about the advantage and disadvantage of this well-known, well-reviewed model, and I'll give you my point of view. Okay, so one of its major advantages, it's built very, very sturdy. Thick blade, thick tip, drop point with a very thick tip, I think, and it's kind of heavy. And the hardness Rockwell of 55 to 57 of 1095 steel. This combination gives you a very strong, tough knife. I mean, it's very tough. It will supposed to endure a lot of impact and hold aggressive tasks. You can beton with it, you can split wood with it, you can do a lot of aggressive tasks with it. So this is one sort of an advantage to whoever need to do aggressive tasks with that small knife. And it is a small knife relatively with a thick blade. Now it's easy to sharpen because 1095 it's easy to sharpen, not too much alloys inside. So, and it get a very nice edge, and you can do it also in the field, even with something you find out there in the nature. So you can sharpen that blade, and this is sort of a advantage at the survivalist point of view. And remember that this knife was designed at a survivalist point of view, not as a comfort knife too much. Now the overall design, fit and finish and stuff like that, it's very nice. Good coating, everything is in place. The jimping seemed fine. It seemed that it worked well, not too much gaps, and the handle is very ergonomic. It's very nice to hold it, fun. Okay, I have over here this sort of bulge, or I don't know, wanna be a guard. It keeps my hand from sliding if I'll do an aggressive task with it. I have over here a sharpening choil, I can choke it up very, very nice. I have over here a place for a linear, then this steel part is out, so I can use it to break stuff. So very nice. Indeed, we have this, so fit and finish and design is also very nice. The sheath is also well made. It's sort of I don't know, it's a kydex, but it's some sort of a material, and it's slim, and you can put add-ons, and they put this belt clip, and it's hold very, very good, and it's very, very slim also with the add-on. And the knife, when you put it inside, it stays inside. Okay, no rattling. Now I do it on purpose, but it's not going anywhere. I prefer the time that they had this sliding screw, but it's okay. So the sheath is also, I think, well made, very nice. You have a lot of option how to place it on your camping gear or outdoor gear or just on yourself, so no issues there. So this is also an advantage. Now, what are the disadvantages? So it's part of the advantage, because this knife is sold to the civilian market, to the open market, and it's meant to be a survival knife. And this knife, so one, it's this disadvantage when you design a small knife to be a survival knife. It's heavy and thick. Now it can be an advantage if it's your only tool, but if you want to do a light bushcraft, or you want to go to your family with to camp, well, you have better options. Lighter knife, maybe cheaper knife, maybe with better blade grind. The grind is fine, but also it's thick, and then it breaks off 20-degree size. It will cut, but it won't, I don't know, if you wanna carve, or I think if you wanna do, people like, sometimes, you know, in the wood, I forgot how you say it. Oh, well, it's embarrassing, forgot the word. Never mind. So we can agree that this is a thick blade, okay? And if you take a knife like Mora Gerberg, which is cost the same price, even more. So let's not take the Maverick, let's take the Xenoball, whatever. It's a $30 Mora, very good for bushcraft, very light, thin blade, and it can perform for bushcraft better than this one as a bushcrafter. So this is sort of a disadvantage if you look at as overall knife. It's thick and heavy, and it's sort of a problem to some people who want to go and do light tasks, and they're not in a survival or going to the woods to be by themselves for a week. Now, if you think there are, let's think as a military guy, okay? For a military guy, if you want to take a knife, you say, okay, it's a very tough knife, but it's heavy. And to all military guys out there, I think a lot will agree with me that weight, it's one of the biggest problems. and you don't want to take 10 ounce, 11 ounce knife with you when you have a 4-inch knife, okay? When you can carry lighter, slimmer knife that will do almost everything the same, unless you want to use it as a pry bar. And this is what it takes me to my final conclusion. I will just say one more disadvantage. I think the handle can be a bit bigger for my hands, and I don't have big hands too much. To me, it will be more comfortable if it was a bit more bigger. But if you go to the bottom line, this is a $100 knife. In a $100 knife, if you're looking for a survival knife, which is supposed to be your knife when you go out there and there is nothing and you need it to withstand everything, and you can take it and do hard tasks with it as light tasks, but it won't be as comfortable to do light tasks with it, you're good to go. But if you want something for a light bushcraft, I don't know, outdoor out there, something that will be more of a slicer, this is not a very good option, or not my first option. I know this knife is very popular out there, and to have a keen edge doesn't mean that you're a good slicer, okay? You need to, after you penetrate the stuff you want to cut inside, and if it's something like wood and you want to go deep in the wood, so if you want to have a good grind and the blade will be thick, so you'll have a problem. And there are a lot of examples out there to knives that will do better light bushcraft than that knife. So the bottom line, it's a very nice knife. It's sort of a small hard use knife for a survival situation. You can do everything with it, but let's just say it's a bit of a heavy, so it's sort of a one tool that can do a lot of stuff. They call it jack of all trades and master of none, something like that. So if you're into it, so it's a good knife and can suit everyone your needs. But if you want something lighter, or for light camping, or if you go into military and you want a small knife, there are lighter options out there, thinner blades that can do pretty much most of the work the same or even better as for slicers. And if you'll need to, I don't know, use a pry bar or do something that need to apply a lot of force and stress on a blade, you'll have other tools to do that. So hope that helped someone, and that's it. Bye bye.